What's going on, fam? Hope everybody's doing well out there today. So I've got a pair of awesome Kansept knives here for you. One is an exclusive through our friends at the Crispy Donut community, and the other is a Munko design that's been out for a little while. One of the more premium knives. We'll take a look at them both. First, we will go ahead and start with the CDC exclusive knife. We'll go ahead and crack that out. It comes with a sticker, and as of filming this, they do have a few of these knives available, but they will not be available long, so make sure if you're wanting one to jump on that as soon as possible. So this is the Corvid M Plus. So this is replacing the M in the line, so it should just be the regular Corvid. This is the size that they should have made them to begin with, and then they have the Mini and the XL. But here you have the CDC coloration, the blue and pink with the sprinkles. They did some oversized sprinkles on this for an oversized knife. We'll go ahead and crack on in here. Let you guys see some up close, some texture vision. So you do have a double pivot there, so it is not a captured pivot, or at least it doesn't look to be, because it does have screws on both sides. But it looks like we do have T8 hardware all the way around, and then you've got the really nice textured G10. Over on the other side there again, you have your hardware, the CDC logo peeking out there. The typical deep carry pocket clip from the Corvid. Fantastic pocket clip. It is nice and wide. It gives you plenty of retention, and then you do have your lanyard hole there. It is an open construction with just two standoffs. And then you have your smooth flipper. I would really love to see them start putting some jimping on that flipper. But we'll go ahead and deploy this big old beast. So it is a cleaver blade with a fuller. Got a little bit of a, I mean, you'll call it a swedge, I guess, but it's on the front of the blade. And then, of course, your thumb studs. Branding on the knife. You've got the model number, 154 cm steel, and the Kansept logo. Over here you have the name of the knife, M Plus Corvid, the designer, Coke Tools, and then the CDC logo. So all kinds of branding on this blade, but you know, you get that from time to time. Taking a look at the grind here, grind is pretty symmetrical. Looks like we're a little shallow here on the heel. Take a look here. It looks the same on this side though, so that should be good. Go ahead and take a look at our sharpening choil. So it looks like we've got plenty there. It looks like everything ends right about here. So you should have about that much for sharpening. Of course, it is a flat grind. Kind of hard to tell there, but it is a flat grind. And again, kind of hard to tell on a cleaver, but we have a pretty much perfect edge grind there, or tip grind. And that tip is, even though it's on a cleaver, let's get that focused in, that tip is actually pretty doggone good at piercing, for doing things like, you know, just package opening and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and take a look at our hardware. It is a T10, so we'll use the Weehaw T10 there. So that explains why we had some excessive slop there. So good on that side, and we'll go back to this side and check. So good there. So you do have a T10 pivot and T8 body screws, which great machining there. Good there. Good. Good. And then the pocket clip screws should be T6. Yep. So you're going to need 3 screwdrivers to take this knife apart, which is what it is. And your pocket clip screws are fantastic. So Kansept has done a great job there. Try to get all this stuff moved out of the way. Go ahead and zoom back out. So yeah, really, really great knife. I mean, the Corvids have been around for a while. Everybody, you either love them or you hate them. It's kind of one of those. It's a knife that is very polarizing. But for those that have had one and own them, you cannot deny they're a great, great blade. Let me get the oils and stuff off of this guy. All right. So yes, there we go. So again, great blades, fantastic action. I mean, they're big old hunk of steel. So I mean, hydraulic action, tuned really well. So this knife is right out of the box. The only thing I've done is I filmed a reel or a short on it for doing the unboxing there, but outside of that, this knife has not been out of the box. Fantastic there. Ergonomics are great on these. So the choke up is where it's at for this guy. You've got a huge, huge finger choil there and some massive jimping that really locks the thumb in without being aggressive. You do have a swoop there, cut out in the blade that gives you some great access to do the pinch grip. Choke down, it is still comfortable, although it is less comfortable, I will say. And in the choke down position, it is a less comfortable handle. So for me, anyway, if I use this knife at all, it's going to be in that position there. I do not feel the pocket clip. I don't feel anything here. The only thing I really feel is I feel like I'm being squished, like the handle should be just a little bit longer. If I let my finger hang, my pinky dangle off the end there, it's a little better, but if I'm trying to get all the, everything up on there, I'm getting pushed into the flipper. So, all in all, great, great knife. We'll go ahead and break out some measurements here, and I apologize again, guys, for any and all background noise, as always in my videos. I do not live alone in this house, so my dogs, I don't get to tell my dogs when to eat, so just forget that if you can hear it. But just with any and all Kansept knives have always been razor sharp right out of the box. Every one I've ever gotten, this is no exception. We'll do the weights and everything on them together when we have both knives out. So that is the Kansept Corvid Elm Plus. So now we're going to go ahead and break into the other one here. So this is the Cosmos. So your 3.5 inch. This is the 20 CV with Nebula Fat Carbon, or Nebula Carbon, and yeah, Stonewash 20 CV. So beautiful, beautiful knife. Kansept's packaging is always stellar. Of course, you get, for those that haven't seen it, you got all your books and everything in here, and there's a microfiber like usual. Now, this one does have a different, the more traditional Kansept pouch here, so it does have the little sleeve. Opens up. I'll go ahead and take a look at this guy here. So, a stellar, stellar looking knife. Another kind of the thin, slender, almost gentleman's carry looking knife. Let's see here. Of course, you got your titanium with the white and black Nebula carbon fiber inlays. Your joints are perfect there, no real issues. Captured pivots. All your screws are set in there nicely. Got a full-length titanium backspacer with a lanyard pin. At least I think that's going to work as a lanyard pin. Yeah, it'll work as a lanyard pin. You're getting close to that edge, so you might nick it. But on the other side, you do have your T8 there for the pivot, T6s on everything else. No pocket clip screw. It is coming in from the other side. You can see that screw there. Titanium pocket clip. It is a bolster lock, which is, as you all know, my favorite. Again, another great pocket clip. I do like having the pocket clip come in from the other side. Let's go ahead and flick this knife open. So here is your modified Warncliffe, I'll say, because it does have, I don't think it has any belly there from what I can see. It looks like a fairly straight edge. And then you do have your swedge coming down. Very slender knife, as you can see. And then on the blade itself, we do have the Kansept logo, model number, blade steel on the back side. you have the Munko Knives, and it does say Cosmo right there. Let me see if I can't get a little better light here. Apologies, y'all. Let's see if that helps us out at all. There we go. So now you can see the Cosmos logo, or the Cosmos name, and the Munko logo. And so this knife is courtesy of the Lefty Pass Around. So make sure to thank him in the comments and go check him out. Perfect grind there. It looks absolutely perfect. Alright, so taking a look here at the finger choil there, you do not have a ton of room for sharpening because it does follow the blade grind, that flat grind. It follows it down pretty good. So I'd say your sharpening really stops about right there. So not a whole lot before you're going to start getting a smile. You do have your jimping there in 2 different spots. Let's take a look at our tip here. Tips are a little hard to see on these Wharncliffes, but it looks like it is pretty much solid. Yeah, everything looks good there. So fairly straight tip. So another very ergonomic knife. You know, if you guys are not familiar with Munko's designs, he does a phenomenal job with his designs. They're always extremely ergonomic. This one has a very subdued flipper there. So you just, I mean, just really, really nice work. Choke up point is, again, it's just money. You got your pinch grip, plenty of jimping there for that. This one, when it is choked down, it does feel extremely comfortable. You don't have a flipper tab there grabbing a hold of you. So if you have, you know, even if you have smaller hands, this is going to feel great because it is a very slender knife. And it's not too slender to where if you have bigger hands, it feels too small, especially if you're choking up on the knife. But bolster locks are always great as far as having plenty of access. So even though you don't have a cutout there, just the way that's made, you just have that access. Pocket clip again is done really well. Action is phenomenal. I mean, it's just money. Really great knife all in all. Check the sharpness here. Let's go this way now. So no issues there. Trying to just do a straight push cut. So straight push cut through that little bit of paper, perfect. So all in all, that looks good. Let me go ahead and do our screw check, and then we'll get to some specs. So that T8 feels great. All of our T6s. Can't get to the one under the pocket clip there, but that's okay. That looks good, and that looks good. So everything looks great. So I'm just looking here. Just thinking about the disassembly of the knife. I guess you would have to take this, the show size scale off to get to the screw here on this pin to be able to pull it off, because otherwise you can't get to the screw to take off the clip side scale. Very interesting. I'd have to, that's one I'd be interested in seeing how that worked. So that may be a downside there, you having to take off some extra stuff. But all in all, it does help with the clean lines of the knife itself. So I'm not going to strike it down too bad here. Weights on these guys. So the Cosmos, we are at 3.5 ounces, and for the Chonker, we are at 6.6 ounces. So substantial weight difference there. Dang near twice the weight. And then actually less blade length, but you have a lot more blade there in general. So on the Cosmos, we are looking at a 3.5 inch blade, as we said on the package, and an 8 inch overall knife. On the Corvid, we are a 3 inch blade and an 8 inch overall knife. Well, 7 3/4 inch overall knife, if we were right there to the tip. Yep, so definite differences there. 2 completely different knives from 2 very different designers. and two very different aesthetics. But as usual with Kansept, they're one of the great OEMs out there. I mean, they're doing a stellar job with just about everything they're putting out. I personally haven't had any issues with their knives. They've been one that I've been a fan of for a while, so definitely check them out if you haven't already. Like I said, the Corvid, I believe this particular one, I believe is still available right now on the Crispy Donut Community website. You'll see it below, and then check out the Cosmos. I think they do have these in stock as well in a couple of different variations, and they are currently, I think, running a little bit of a sale. I don't think on the Cosmos, but I do believe they have some other sales going on. So check them out. There'll be my affiliate link will be down below. So I did just get my affiliates with Kansept. So definitely, again, check that out. Let them know I sent you. But guys, again, as always, I appreciate you all. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. And when you're out and about in the world, always remember to be kind, be humble, be EDC. Take care.